red flags. And for those who are here who may know someone and you believe they're in an abusive relationship, one of the things that red flags that you can notice is they make excuses about their injuries. They make excuses. Oh, girl, I fell over something. You know, oh, I made a mistake and I hit my eye on the corner of a dresser. They just make excuses of things. They defend their partner's actions. Oh, he was just drunk. Don't pay him no mind. They're changing their self-esteem. They have always had a high self-esteem, strong-willed person, and no longer, now you see them, they just let anything fly. They have low self-esteem. They overly check in with their partner. There's nothing wrong with being respectful, but it's another thing when it's like he's your babysitter or she's your babysitter. Wearing clothes that don't go with the season. If it's 95 degrees out in Louisiana weather and they got on a turtleneck, you may want to, something wrong. Something's not right. And so how do you help your friend or person that you see? The biggest thing that we don't do is listen. Listen to them. Listen. If you think something's going on, just listen and you'll be able to determine what's actually happening. The second thing we don't do, which can be a danger to them, is support their decision. It's hard. I had this question asked to me, someone who was making a wrong decision, but it was their decision in an abusive relationship. They even married them. And the question was asked, what do you do when you see someone running into a wall and a train is coming at them? I said, you tell them, you warn them, and then you have to step back. It's hard, but if they don't make their decision, what ends up happening is either they're going to leave and go back, or they're going to bring the danger to your doorstep. And then not only are you have to be concerned about them, you're going to have to be concerned about your own safety as well. It is their decision. It is a hard thing to see, but there's nothing you can do about it. They have a choice. And when they're ready to get out, this is the big thing, the next thing to help them. Be ready, be prepared to help them for their escape. That's the best thing that you can do, is to prepare them for their escape. And let them know when you talk to them, they don't have to worry about you going to spread their business. They don't need nobody that's going to go and gossip and say, girl, let me tell you, such and such is going through this. He be hitting her, and you know, no, that's not what they need. And guess what? He is over there, and I'm speaking from a woman perspective. He's over there telling her, you know what, they ain't your friend anyway. They ain't your friend. They ain't worried about you. They want me anyway, if you only knew. So the last thing you need to do is do anything that's going to break their trust, because they don't know who to trust right now anyway. Their emotions are all over the place. They want to love, they want to trust, but they don't know, because every time they trust this person, they're hitting them upside the head, or they're talking about them, or they're giving them threats about their life. So the best thing you can do is just be there for them. Never tell an abuser you will leave. I think I said that already. Don't tell them you're leaving. Pack your stuff and go. This is the thing that my mom, when she did her interview with me, this is one of the things she said, women. Because women, a lot of times, we're worried about our stuff. Let it go. If you got to buy more, buy more. If you can leave with your life, everything else can be replaced. Everything else can be replaced. Your children's toys, whatever it is, leave that stuff behind and get out of there where you can get out safely. If you tell them you will leave, they will attempt to stop you by more fear, more abuse, and even killing you if necessary. They are very, very, very controlling, and they have no respect for any authority. An abuser does not have respect for authority. I said earlier, they don't think they can be stopped anyway. They think they the top dog. Can't nobody touch them at all. Play it cool. Your goal is to get out safely. Have a plan. Your goal is to get out safely. Have a code for your family so they know. hey, it done got real bad. And whatever that code is, I don't know what you're going to say, but say something. Have something planned out so your families, your friends know, hey, I'm out of here. Be prepared. You may have to leave everything you own. The goal is to get out safely and be okay with that. So I just wanted to touch on that. I wanted to tell you the story that, you know, me and my family went through, and I thank God that it didn't cost my mom her life. It almost did. My mom, when she passed, I didn't realize, I mean, I knew, you know your mama beautiful, right? Yeah, you know. But when you lose a parent, that hits differently, and you see things with a different eye, a different perspective. And my mom was so beautiful, and one of the things she used to always talk about is her hair. And I never understood. I'm like, Mama, your hair fine. You look beautiful, Mama. And as I was preparing for her funeral, I saw all these pictures with all this beautiful hair. And see, that's one of the goals of the abuser, is to not make you feel beautiful anymore. And that was his goal when he beat her, because he beat her until the hammer broke. And I'm not talking about the part of the hammer that you hit the nail. I'm talking about the part of the hammer that you pulled out the nail. And when that gave out, he went to an iron. And he used the iron, and he beat her until she thought she was dead. And his goal was to take away everything that she thought in herself was beautiful, that no man would ever want her ever again. And so she struggled with that. That was her thing. So when her hair wasn't growing and it wasn't long anymore, and she had spaces in her head that was, you know, that still had the scars and the marks, it bothered her, and I didn't understand. It took her leaving for me to understand how much this really affected her. My mom, you could not leave a door open because she was broken in on. We couldn't leave doors open in the house. For years, we had under the phone book. Y'all remember the phone book? Yeah. We didn't even, my mom didn't go by her real name. This man followed her to her job and followed her home. That's how he found out where she was. So that's the other thing we have to be aware of. When you make your escape, you have to make a full escape. You may have to leave job. You may have to leave everything behind, because some of them will not stop until they take your life. And so if anybody watching, anybody in here, you have children, if you've been here, you know somebody, they got to get out. You can't stay. You cannot stay, because if they say they will kill you, they mean exactly what they say. And I tell my daughters, if a man ever tells you that he will kill you, get out. Don't wait. Don't laugh it off. It's not funny. Don't love me to death. I don't need you to love me to death. You can love me till I pass away, but don't love me to death. Because when you say you love me to death, you're telling me that you will take me out and you will hang up. You want me that bad. I don't need anybody that want me that bad. So just be encouraged. I know survivors in here. Y'all are strong women. We all strong. Don't let anybody or anything make you think that you are not strong because of what you went through. Let me tell you, it's only the strong that survive. And remember, your life is in God's hands. Y'all be blessed.